I never had no experience of this type of weather.
It's like, okay, do I feed my family or do I run the heat?
And they were literally starving and freezing in their homes.
Energy shortcomings across the nation.
We can't just have people die every time we have an emergency.
I think we're going to learn a lot about our community and our needs and infrastructure.
When Winter Storm Uri slammed Texas in 2021, thousands lost power and water. But for people already living on the streets, there was nowhere to escape. At Haven for Hope in San Antonio, staff prepared for cold weather, but nothing on the scale of what followed.
We never expected the number of clients that we saw once the storm hit and we started seeing some of that snow. There was a bigger need for more staff. We came in, we brought our sleeping bags, we brought some clothes, we brought some snacks that we were able to grab, and we all just kind of spent the night here. Some of us for a few days, others for an entire week.
The storm hit during the height of the COVID pandemic, forcing shelters to separate populations while operating beyond capacity. Then came another crisis: water.
We had one working faucet in our entire 22 acres of campus, so just making sure that kept running. Obviously with that came the not able to use the restroom facilities, so trying to get porta potties in here as quickly as we could, which thankfully we were able to get. A lot of it was just kind of planning as things were happening.
State data later showed more than 100 people died from hypothermia during Uri, many without permanent shelter. Rodriguez says one of the biggest dangers was timing.
Some clients attempted to just shelter through it, right, wherever they were at in their encampments, right, their fires, their clothing, their warm items. But because of the prolonged length of the just below freezing weather, by the time most of them were ready to accept shelter services, right, there was hardly any staff able to drive out in the community.
Limited access to phones, Wi-Fi, and real-time warnings left many disconnected from life-saving information, something shelters say still hasn't been fully solved.
We can't force anyone into shelter and we can't take away free will. I do have to say on our end here at Haven, right, our outreach workers all have lived experience. So meaning they've all gone through homelessness, mental health, substance use, right, whatever the case may be. So they're able to speak and relate on a one-on-one with those clients.
Since Uri, Texas cities have expanded warming centers and coordinated emergency response, but advocates say community involvement is still critical. During winter weather, shelters say early action, not last-minute response, saves lives.
I'm Atiana San Miguel. Thank you for watching our story. If you would like to see more like it, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to watch us weekday mornings at 7 and 11 a.m. on KCWX. See you on the next one.